Hey guys, how you doing? It is your boy Tommy Ronnie123. Today guys, we will be going through some of the pro tactics that our pro players are using guys in this team of the season kind of era or period of the year guys, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, make sure to check out all our socials down below and make sure to also like the video and subscribe guys. You do not want to miss out on any of the content. Let's get straight into it guys. We start off with the 4-2-3-1. We're going to go with a balanced 5 width 4 depth setup. The reason for this is because you obviously don't want to make it too narrow. The 4-2-3-1 already as a formation is a bit more narrow, and the 4 depth is obviously going to help you because it doesn't make you push up too much, but it doesn't make you sit back too much, so it allows you to press, but at the same time give yourself the space to get the ball back in case you mess it up. Now guys, in attack, we're going to keep on balanced, but we're going to put on 7 width. Now this is going to be interesting because obviously the 4-2-3-1 is a very narrow formation, but if you stretch out the width and you also lower the players in the box to 4, it allows you to, first of all, not get counted because of the players in the box, but at the same time 7 width means that obviously you can stretch out the play and really cause trouble for the opposition down the wings. Not many people play the 4-2-3-1 like this, and I have to be honest, is probably one of the best ways to actually play it guys. So 7 width is going to be very quintessential to making this whole formation work. Now ignore the positioning of these players and the players themselves. This is just an example for you guys. The striker is going to be on stay forward, and that's all. That's because you really want them to just stay there, cause trouble for the opposition, and that's it. You know, do their job, go home kind of thing. The cam, balanced as possible. You know, just don't mess around with the cam too much. Let the cam do their job, which is roam around, cause trouble, and also help out tracking back. The ram and the lamb are going to get into the box for cross. Very important because this is what actually allows them to press up a lot more and cause trouble for the opposition. When you have players obviously going down the wings and really trying to cause commotion, which is what would happen on a 7 width kind of formation, get into box for cross allows your players to then cut inside quickly and create trouble because the right back and the left back will need to cut in with them, allowing you to have more spaces in behind. And it also means your lamb and your ram actually start getting involved, which is usually the trouble with this formation. It's getting them involved. Your CDM, one of them is going to be on stay back cover center, the other one's going to be on cover center and cut passing lanes. This is so that they're more of a pitbull kind of character, running around, really causing trouble, and obviously box to box, it means that they're going to be able to gain possession quicker than if they were just on balanced. So you want to put them on cut passing lanes, guys. Balanced on left back and right back because they will now occupy the left mid, right mid space, which means your ram and your lamb will push up even more and forcing them to really get up there and cause trouble for the opposition. Now, the right back and the left back, like I said, have to be balanced. We obviously can cause trouble on the counters, so make sure if you are struggling with that, put them on stay back while attacking. But if you're not, then put them on balance and that should be fine, guys. Comes for cross, sweeper, keeper as always on your goalkeepers so that they rush out quicker and get the ball back effectively. Now, if you want to come back and you're obviously not trying to really just put everyone up there and play gung-ho, you want to put it on a cheeky 4-2-2, guys. It is a very good formation. The shape is very deadly. It's very attacking. It has a lot of advantages to pushing up, obviously, and it is going to cause trouble for the opposition, however good they may be. Balanced 5 width because it's already good enough in terms of that, and 7 depth, guys, because this causes an automatic offside trap where all of your players just kind of allow, you know, to kind of just push up basically all at once, and it makes it very difficult to play against because this is not a reckless kind of offside trap. It's a very smart offside trap by your AI, which is actually quite surprising. We're praising the AI in EA Sports' game, but yes, it is surprisingly good. So 7 depth, guys. Long ball because long ball allows you to transition quicker, guys. This is not a typical long ball where, you know, this is like over the top from 60 yards out and all that kind of stuff, guys. The long ball in this game allows you to obviously, but with an organized sort of style, get forwards and cause trouble for the opposition. Now, fast build up, you'd think it's doing the same, but no, what it does is your players roam around quickly and they just run around all over the place trying to do it. Long ball allows you to do it in an organized way where obviously you can still create good chances against the opposition. So 6 width and 6 players in the box. This is just once again to accentuate that kind of play down the wing. The 4-2-2 is obviously a very narrow formation, so you want to increase the width a bit. 6 players in the box because you really want to push up and get the ball back quickly and push your players in there so that when you transition, your players are already there causing trouble for the opposition, guys. Both your strikers are going to have different play instructions. One of them is going to be on stay forward. This is the player that's going to be more better in terms of finishing, more effective, more efficient, better at dribbling, that kind of stuff. They're the ones that are staying forward. The other ones on comeback on defense. The reason why I don't come back on defense is because they fulfill that little center forward role. They kind of just drop in behind the striker and cause trouble from that kind of sort of position, rather than the same one as the other striker would do. Now, your lamb and your ram get into box for cross. Just like the 4-2-3-1, it just gets them more involved. It allows you to obviously press up a lot quicker, and it allows you to obviously occupy a lot more spaces in the midfield, guys. It's as simple as with that. Now, one of your CDMs on stay back cover center, the other one just on balanced. No cut pass and lanes, because this formation is very easy to counter against if they get past your midfield line. So you want to make sure that you just keep it on balanced cover center, and that should be able to sort out the deal, guys. The right back, left back, stay back while attacking. Because, like I said before, easy to counter against. You're playing with 7 depth. You don't want to really push up too many players forwards, especially because the right back and left back will be pushing up anyways. So do not worry about that, guys. Comes for crosses, sweeper, keeper as always on the goalkeeper. Now, this is your gung ho formation. This is you pushing everyone up because you have nothing left to lose, guys. Press after possession loss because it's more effective than constant pressure, which you can, by the way, activate on the D-pad anyway if you go onto team press. 6 width, because obviously your centre backs, you need to stretch it out a bit more, guys, defensively, because your players will be very narrow in a 4-3-1-2. So make sure you put it on 6 width, guys. Depth is going to be 7. 7, because obviously, like I said, automatic offside trap, really push up at this point. If you feel like you're not pushing up enough, 8 depth will do it, guys. But I put it on 7 myself. Long ball, football is very important with the offensive style. Once again, it's just going to transition a lot quicker. But even though it's gung-ho, you don't want to put on fast build-up and lose your players in the transition. You want to make sure they are still there and they are still being effective. 5 width, because I think in attack the width works perfectly well. The 1-2 passes that you can create with your centre mids, the cam, the strikers, that's literally what the beauty of this whole formation is. So make sure that you keep it around that on 5 width. Plays in the box is going to be 6. You're trying to really push the players up there. There's a little triangle there, as you can see, between the cam and 2 strikers. You want to get the players into the box as quickly as possible with those, so that you can cause trouble, as I always say, in the opposition box, guys. 4 corners, 2 free kicks, because you're really pushing up at this point. One of your strikers is going to be on stay forward and stay central. The other one just on stay central. Once again, it's the same thing as I did in the 4-2-2. One of them is just going to kind of, you know, get in behind that kind of striker, do a centre forward role, and, you know, kind of close the bridge, the gap between the cam and the striker. Who the cam, by the way, is on stay forward as well. Obviously, you're really trying to push up at this point. But the reason they both stay central, you'll see in a second, guys. The middle centre mid is going to be on stay back cover centre, because you always need one player to be there to recycle the ball and to obviously get the ball back quickly, and help out the defense where there's not many bodies anyway. Your left centre mid is going to be on cover wing balanced attack. Your right centre mid on get forward cover wing, and this can be a winger like Greenwood. That's perfectly fine, guys. Just make sure you get someone in there who's going to be pushing up and helping out and kind of creating a 4-2-2 in a way, guys. But just a bit more disorganized, because you're really trying to push up at this point. Now, balanced overlap, balanced overlap. This is the same reason why every single pro is using it, guys. Balanced attack allows them to obviously push up a bit more, meaning your right centre mid and your left centre mid have to cover the wings, which is perfectly fine. They do it perfectly good. The middle centre mid kind of fulfills that role where it creates a 3 at the back with your 2 centre backs. Meanwhile, the overlap is what allows them to go around the sides of the 2 strikers and obviously give them options to pass into. And that is why this works so well, guys. And obviously, if you're really trying to keep a lead, guys, is the 4-2-3-1 second variation I will do for you. Balanced, because I think going drop back is going to be too defensive. It's going to invite too much pressure. You don't want to do that. You still want to kind of try and counter and finish off the game. Forward, guys, because you're trying to really close down the spaces in the middle. That's your job at this point. So make sure, close it down, put it down to full width. Depth is going to be 3, because you're really trying to, as you can see, push the players into the box, really kind of create that wall in there. At the end of the day, guys, this is a very, very defensive formation. Do not use this the whole game. Balanced attack, because you're trying to obviously, once again, like I said, still try and finish it off, still try and cause trouble. You're not going to back off all the way, but that's why the width is going to be 6. Even though it's the 4-2-3-1-2, the width is going to be 6 because of how you're going to utilize your left mid and right mid in this, which I'll show you through the play instructions. Players in the box 2, you don't need many players in the box at this point. Your opponent will probably be doing constant pressure anyway, so you'll be able to get in behind nonetheless. Now, your striker, stay central and stay forward. Very important that your striker stays forward and stays central, guys, because they are going to be receiving the ball. You want it to be a tall player. Even if it's not a striker, it doesn't matter. Get a tall player in there, guys. Some like Ivan Toney is perfect. He's going to be winning all these headers so that when someone does constant pressure and you're on the ball with your centre-back, you can just boot it over to your striker and they're just going to head it down or control the ball, basically. Now, your cam is just going to stay balanced, guys. Nothing's going to be messed around with when it comes to the cam. Your left mid and your right mid, both of them need to be on comeback on defense, guys. Both of them need to also get in behind and stay wide. The reason for this is because once someone does constant pressure, the right backs and left backs push up. You want to make sure that you can get the players, get them in behind. They stay wide so that obviously the two centre backs which are staying back for the opponent, let's say in the 4-3-1-2, are stretched out a bit more, allowing you to have space through the middle for your striker to go through and stuff like that, guys. That's what you want to be doing. Meanwhile, your CDM stay back cover centre, the other CDM stay back cover centre, you have absolutely no reason to be putting them up in attack because they will not really fulfill that kind of role anymore. And you do not want to get counted, guys. Your right back and your left back both on stay back, and I think that's pretty self-explanatory at this point. You're trying to defend, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to check out our organization down below on Twitter. Check out all our other stuff, Instagram, TikTok, and obviously make sure to subscribe to us on here and just tell us what other content you'd like to see. Comment down below, guys. We're here for you. And guys, until next time, I hope you all have an incredible day. Peace.